Hello and welcome to the B60 Top 4 show. Today we have myself, Nick, and Manny joining the show. Um, I'll start with you, Mike. Last minute win for United. What do you think of the game?
Hmm? Uh, yeah, it was. First half was really good. I mean, obviously celebrating like that against Burnley. Fuck it, innit? You know what I mean? Just the win's a winner, and the day we got our first win in the season. Thank God. Um, I feel like we need to be more clinical in front of goal. Obviously, Cunha came off, Mount came off as well. One game of season is gonna help us this season with injuries anyway. We don't really need that big squad depth. You know what I'm saying? So obviously now the transfer window's ended. No midfielder. So I'm apprehensive about that, to be fair. Although I do get it because obviously Carlos Babela was our first target. We didn't get him. So what's the point getting anyone else? United back in the day probably would have just got someone in the panic buy type of thing. So but yeah, that midfield is gonna be Mainu, Fernandez, Casemiro, Ugarte. It's decent, not the best, but yeah, if we could try getting that top six Europa League. Um, it might be a decent season, but don't know how long Amrin might last for or what's going to happen. To be fair, so just to go with the flow. We don't have much to play for apart from pride, really already. 3 games this season. Obviously when the FA Cup comes around, I might try and win that, but that's about it, really. But yeah, in relation to the performance, yeah, it was all right, but playing Burnley, so yeah, not really much to say to be fair about that.
Yeah, I'll speak to my uncle on the weekend. He's a United fan. And I was speaking to him about it because they were saying that there's loads of rumors. Like, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently, like if you didn't, Amorim didn't get a result at Burnley, he would have walked. Apparently, but I don't know how much truth there is in that. But he was saying like he wants like to give the manager time. He thinks like he doesn't want United to be one of those clubs that just keep sacking managers. Like you need to give the
What do
manager.
you mean he doesn't want United to be one of those clubs? They are one of those clubs.
No, but like, do you know, like
No, they are, bro. They're one of the worst ones of those that do that.
yeah, but like
Every club does it. Every club does it. To be fair, I mean,
No,
like
not
we
every
tend
club.
to give our managers money and time. All right, fair enough. The last about 2 3 years, but Tottenham do it. Right? How many? Who's the longest manager in the Prem? Got Freddie,
Pochettino's there for a
Eddie.
minute. Pochettino's about 6 years, 5 6 years.
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
Well,
Since
Pochettino got
Poch,
sacked
how many
what
managers have we had?
20. We've had
Since Poch, how many managers you had?
Conte,
There we go.
and
Yeah. Mm.
obviously Frank. That's four. In what? That's
Yeah.
pretty
So,
bad still. 4 in 6 years is bad. I'll be real.
so everyone
Yeah,
does it. And to be honest,
yeah.
it's a new day and age. Obviously, we'd rather have that Sir Alex Ferguson 20 years, but nowadays it's not happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep and Eddie Howe, off the top of my head, are the ones that obviously Arteta's been there for a minute. Are the ones that I can think of. Apart from that, it's gonna be hard for managers to be staying 10 plus years at a club nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, Amarin has not really bought himself time because of last season, because how bad we were, and obviously people expecting not to be as bad. Um, it's not all him, but at the same time, like I said, a manager that has one system of playing, one way of playing, is very concerning to me. It's like, is that all you got? So what if your way doesn't work? That means it's dead. I don't really agree with that. I think a manager has to be adaptable, flexible, in-game management, in-game changes, substitutions. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone can read how we're playing, and that's it. So that's the only concern I've got about him. Apparently, he's not even won back-to-back games. I mean, do you know what I mean? How can you defend that? It's just like I think who is it? It's a new manager to defend that's already gone back. I think it was Thomas Frank.
Yeah,
Uh,
what's Frank? Yeah.
Burnley City. He's been what 2 games. It's crazy. It's not like yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to
Who
happen
you
to him,
got
but
next? Oh, you got City next.
we've got City at home.
Dark.
Away,
Leicester,
away.
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
pretty.
I mean both
Yeah,
of us are pretty. Manny's looking down right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Manny used to be the ones collecting on the titles. It's looking peak for Manny. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Pep and Amrin we're going to be walking out together after that game.
Yeah, as bad as you've been, like you got more points than City. You got one more point than them, aren't you, this season?
But
But
low key though, City can hold their head high though. You know,
mm,
actually losing to Spurs is it's nothing like mad. They stay losing to Spurs, but Brighton away, Brighton again at the Amex. You know that's a tough game. Like United, yeah, I can't. I don't even know how you man can be positive about that. Burnley were dead. I don't know if you remember like a few weeks ago when we done the same pod. We slapped Burnley 3-0 at home. And I just kept saying Burnley tax, bro. They're so bad. You can't,
Mm.
yeah, you can't really take those results too serious. Those are those goals that, you know, when you play Sunday League, you see like the table and like the team that you're playing is dead. You're thinking, yo, I can go on the score sheet today. Those type games. But bro, them not almost drop points. That's got a 90th minute winner. Like it's just looking bleak, bro. Like I can't United, yeah, I don't even like at the start of the season when the first podcast that we done, I just didn't have faith in it because I think Mike, you said it, yeah, just then. You can't just play one system. And the system is not like a popular system like 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. It's just this mad complex three at the back that you need certain players for. Like, I don't know. For me, yeah, Amarin needs to be more flexible for United to really have any chance at having a pretty good season.
yeah, I think the worrying thing about Amorim as well is like, fair enough, last season he joined midway through the season. I think that's quite a difficult thing to do, but he's had a full preseason now, and I think if he is going to use that system, like the players still don't look familiar with it, and he's had like a full system. Like it's not
No
like
facts.
it's got to be like when you're in a certain if you're going to play one system, it's got to be like second nature. They know exactly where to be, when to press, when not to, and like I still don't think the players understand where they need to be. So I think I know like my uncle saying about giving managers time. But you've also got to have like be showing some signs that like, oh, this is the way we're going to play. Like, even if you're not getting results, like you're playing well, whatever. Like, I don't think there's anything like to go off where you think, yeah, Amarim's a guy.
Bro, it's the same thing. Like you see that clip that went viral, yeah, of him like doing a tactics board against Grimsby.
Oh yeah, that was appalling.
Bro, like no, but what's it? No, no, like, I'm never trying to be funny here, bro. Like, what is he actually doing? Because it's the same system all the time. You get what I mean? He's moving like these chess pieces like on the board, but like for real, what is he actually doing? Because it is that 3-4-3 formation the whole time. I don't know, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
remember. I
Yeah.
remember he made a sub against Grimsby. I think he bought Mount on for a defender. I thought, oh, all right, it's going forward at the back. He played Mount left wing back. I was like, oh my god, this guy.
Bro.
I was like, yo, what is going on? Are you that obsessed to your 5-3-2 or whatever it's called that you can't even play four at the back? I think that's.
Bro,
I
just
think
let
I
it
thought
go.
he was. I thought he was going to change the formation against Burnley. I thought we could potentially see a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 because we have got the place for it, and get Bruno Fernandes further up, get Ibrahim out wide, Cunha out wide. Obviously, we sold out our wingers now, so it is what it is. But you know what I mean? It's yeah, man.
Low key, yeah, low key. You even have probably got a best like squad of players. If you was to put like your best players out, you'd probably be in the four at the back. You know what I mean, bro? Like I can't
Mm.
mainly remember like a couple of seasons back, or even last season. No, last season. Yo, mainly was serious. Like a couple of years back when he scored that goal against Wolves at MNF. Like this guy was a boy. Like he went to England, Euros. People were saying he should be starting. This kid was on top of the world. But this new system, I, I understand why he doesn't play in this new system because it doesn't suit him. But if you got four at the back, you're getting some of your best, most technical players on the pitch to dominate games at Burnley at home. Why do you need five defenders against Burnley at home? You don't, bro.
Exactly. Certain games, I get it. You're playing City, you're playing the Arsenals or
Mm,
whatever. Certain games, yeah, I get it. But against like Nick said, against the Burnleys, against the lesser teams, like you're going to dominate. What's the need for it? Get the players up. The Fernandez is get them further on the pitch. Fernandez shouldn't be deep. He should be the one creating, scoring goals,
mm.
assisting. That's his game. So that's the worry for me. And I feel like he's very stubborn. I feel like stubborn managers don't really tend to get anywhere. There's just a certain bit that's he can't be stubborn. He can't be stubborn in his game, and he might walk away. But at the same time, it might not be a bad thing for us because obviously people want him to stay and people want us to keep the manager. But me for one, I don't mind sacking
Mm.
managers if they do shit. You do your shit, you
Bro,
don't do your job.
look at us. I know obviously we lost to fucking Bournemouth and that was a bad result, but Ange, he managed to win a trophy regardless. But he's another one who was hella stubborn. And yeah, he got the chop, bro, and we look better off for it, despite obviously the weekend result. But sometimes you can take that loss to win in the long term, you know.
Yeah, I think in a way, I think if you look at United's team, I don't get why you don't just play a 4-2-3-1. I think I'll put like most of your players in that their best position.
I agree with
Bruno
that
Fernandes
still.
can go back into the 10. You can still play Cunha and Mbeumo wide, Sesko up front. Like
Bro,
have the two
quick one,
guys
right?
mainly for the
Do you think Ahmad likes playing at right wing back, bro? He was playing right wing. You get me?
No, but I think the reason why he
Yeah.
plays him there, he did a similar thing with Kenda. I know he's going Chelsea next summer, but like he's really a right winger, but he used to play right wing back, and I think it worked for him when he was at Sporting. So I think he's trying to do a similar thing with Ahmad, like using a right winger and a right wing back
But originally, though, with that sporting team,
and left wing back.
what when they propelled to the top, it was Pedro Porro, innit? Before we bought him.
Hmm.
And I've got my problems with Porro. He's unreal going forward, but defensively, he's terrible. But regardless, yeah, I'm just saying with Ahmad, yeah, he's come through all when he was a talent, all of this XYZ. He was right wing, bro. Like he's an attacking player. You know what I mean? They're trying to fit him in there just to get him in the team. And I think personally, if you asked him, where would you rather play? He would tell you further up the pitch.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just
What?
on Amorim, apparently he's got a worse record than Gary Neville did at Valencia. Do y'all mad that is?
That's bad,
Pretty
bro.
bad, yeah.
He's
Bad.
got a worse win-loss record than Gary Neville, bro. And that guy's like,
Yeah,
the,
bro, he's taking like 7-0 L's as well, Gary Neville. No, he had a bad record, bro.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
but
Yeah,
but
it's
bro, but that's MSN Barca though. If Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Barca, what would they do to Man United, bro? It was similar slappings,
No,
bro.
but
Yeah, no,
Neville
for
was there.
real,
That
bro.
Valencia team weren't that bad though, bro. I think like he was awful though, wasn't he?
Yeah, also, yeah, never
Bro,
could coach
he's
for
admitted
sure.
himself he won't be a manager again after that, bro. Like bad, bro, like so I don't know. I think I don't know. He can't. I don't think he's a bad manager. Obviously, he got Sporting playing well, but I don't know. Like,
yeah,
what works for Sporting, I'm not sure. Because if you look at their team as well, like the Portuguese league, there's not too much competition in it. Like, there's what 2 or 3 teams at the top: Porto, Benfica, like Lisbon, and then I think there's a quite a big drop off after that. So maybe it can work against teams he knows is going to like dominate against. But
Do you know what? A quick one on United? Like, genuinely, I don't think it's the manager at your club. I think too many good managers have came in and out of that club to say it's the manager's fault no more. I think it's the
mm,
culture and the people in the background. Because you can bring in all the managers what you want, but if the manager in the backroom staff aren't like, do you know what I mean, the technical director or them aren't on the same level, then it's not going to work, if I'm honest. Like, if you look at all the successful clubs in probably the past, like, 10, 20 years, from United, Liverpool, even what Arsenal are doing with, like, Arteta and Edu, I know they got a new sporting director now, like, success is coming from, like, the manager and the people at the top working together. I don't feel like United has that. So, I don't know. Obviously, for him, he's got to figure it out, but I think it's more than just a manager, for sure.
yeah. I think this,
I
yeah, I think
think
this
part
season we've obviously had a spotting director and all that. Yeah, I mean that's recently come into play from. Well, I think from last season, should I say? So it's his second season. Um, but I mean, it's probably the only manager that's had it. Obviously, as a club, we've not been the best, working upstairs, glazers and all that. So I do agree with that. But at the same time, the manager brings out the best out of everyone and out of the club. Well, look at Klopp from Liverpool days. He didn't have the best background staff either, but he's just an outstanding manager. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the manager has to show what he's about, and then obviously that would go on to the players.
yeah, I think as well. I think part of it's the players as well. To be honest, like you've seen it like under your previous managers, where I think when they've had enough for the manager, they're kind of just down tools. I think into these. I don't know. I don't know though. I think Amarim he hasn't shown any signs yet though. So I don't know. I think he's got to if he is going to stick with that 4-3-3 like 3-4-3 or whatever, however you want to call it. Like he's got to get to the point where like at least the players are showing signs of them adopting it. I don't think he even got that yet. So I don't know. I get you got to give him time, but like if he have another season like he did last year, you can't keep him at the club because he's showing nothing. Like if you progress this season, then fair enough, just keep him around. But again, I think we had a similar situation under Arteta where like we finished eighth, and I think like 2 seasons in a row, and people were calling for him to get sacked that season, but we
Well,
took
bro, they're not finishing eighth.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
finishing seventh,
yeah,
not 15th.
yeah, but like I think even when he was finishing eighth though, there were like signs like we won the FA Cup, and then there was like
That weren't his though. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
what?
That weren't his, bro. That was Unai Emery's FA Cup.
No, it was Arteta's, bro.
But
No,
when did he take over? I saw you took over when you guys were ordered that in the semis.
Yeah, Emery squad though, innit?
Yeah, it was Emirates
still, bro,
for
we had to do
sure.
the
At least
bulk of
that.
it, bro. Like semi-finals, final. We came against tough teams as well. So I think fair enough. Half Emery, half Arteta's then, but like it gave him. I think I gave him a bit of time, and then there were games where we had decent results as well. So it wasn't just like he was
Yeah,
showing
no, yeah,
signs,
man.
if you get what I mean, and gradually he just improved. So it's the point we're at now. But yeah, I'll move on anyway to the Spurs game. Obviously, a bit of a disappointing result after a decent.
Spurs game, bro. It was Liverpool against Arsenal, bro. What about the Spurs game for?
Yeah, I'll come to it, bro. We're gonna come to all the games. Don't worry.
Nah, I'm joking. I don't want to. I just don't want to talk about Spurs, bro. I'm
Next
trying to
best.
deflect. I'm trying to deflect. I'm trying to deflect. But
Yeah.
yeah, Spurs game, yeah. It's difficult with Tottenham though, isn't it? Like, yo, you think that you're top of the world, you're 2 out of 2, da 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 da. And yo, Bournemouth, I ain't even gonna hold them, bro. Like they deserve that win. They should have won by more, low key. We couldn't get no shots off. Actually, today we signed Matthias, not Matthias Tell. Matthias Tell is already there. We signed a Randall Colomwani, sorry. Also another French guy, but we'll see in it. We'll see what he's about. But the biggest
Xavi
problem that
Simons.
I've got, yeah, Travis Simmons as well. He's going to be serious, obviously. Actually, let me not forget about him. But yeah, once we get all of our players on the pitch, we lacked a lot of creativity. We lacked ball progression, and Yossi, you don't know in the Premier, like the Brightons, Bournemouths, like a lot of the table teams can move to you, bro. If you don't come correct, even if it's at home, they've got good enough players. Semenyo, yeah, at left wing, bro. He was getting whatever he wanted against Pedro Porro. He's looking top form. I was a bit worried about it because I saw what he done to Liverpool, innit? So, and yeah, and he just done the same thing. Bournemouth deserved that. We played poor, but didn't turn up. And yeah, let's just hope when like our better players come into the team. Brennan Johnson, again, I always talk about my man. He scores in it, but his general play is just poor. Like it's so bad, bro. But it was more than just him. I can't just blame him. Nobody played well. But yeah, it happens, isn't it? We're not going to win every game, in it. So I'm not too disappointed because if you watch the game and a balance of play, Bournemouth deserved that. They turned up to play better and they won.
Yeah. To be fair, I think regardless, I think if you still had a decent start, like you got 6 points on
Yeah,
that.
we'll take that, innit? Yeah, 6 points from 9, you'll take that. That's top four for.
Like you said, that can happen. I think there's been a lot of surprise goals. Even Leeds like did well against Newcastle on the weekend. Like in the Prem, like if you don't turn up, like you said,
No easy games, man.
yeah, exactly. A lot of the lower teams can scout points off you. But I'll move on to Chelsea money and win for you. Second place in the table. And what do you think of the game?
Lucky.
Yeah, to be fair,
Cheating, bro.
we're lucky. I think it's I don't know if we give the referee the brown envelope before the game, but yeah, man. I think they had a goal disallowed. Well, they did have a goal disallowed, which probably should have been given. But yeah, I mean, when you're a big club, then decisions can go your way. So yeah, first off, we played poor. Feel like we were lucky to go in with a lead. And I feel like once we got the goal, it's kind of about seeing out the game. Just because, obviously, it makes our players relax a bit more. We can play the ball around a bit more. We're not trying to force a goal. And obviously, then they had to go chasing the game a bit, and then we got the penalty, and then I think once we got the penalty and scored, kind of killed them off. But yeah, we didn't play well at all, and that's the second game now where we've not really played too well. We didn't play well against Crystal Palace at home. Didn't play well against Fulham either. I don't know what it is. I think playing at home, I don't know if the players feel the pressure, but we can go away to West Ham and then just beat them 5-1 or 5-0, 5-1, I think. So I don't know. But yeah, unbeaten, 2 wins and a draw. Take it going into the international break. And yeah, man, probably couldn't. If you asked me at the start of the season, going into an international break, 2 wins and a draw, I would have took it. So yeah, looking good right now.
Yeah, I know Marcus Silva weren't too happy with some of the decisions. I think it's the same one. He was just laughing, wasn't he? But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the run in the green.
Yeah, they're a bit.
Yeah, I still don't understand why it's like not consistent though. I think if it's been around long enough now where like there should be consistent use of it. I think there's like gets used differently week after week. So I think
Yeah.
it'll keep debating for a long time to come. But I'll move on to the Arsenal game. To be honest, I don't think it was the best game, to be
I
fair.
can't believe you put this last, you know. I can't believe you put this last one. This should have been the first game.
He did want to talk about
Yeah,
the terrorists
yeah. Tony Pulis, bro.
coming to defend set piece on.
Nah, but yeah, to be fair, I think both teams didn't like there wasn't really much action in both boxes, to be honest. Like I was watching the game with my uncle, bro, and like the first half he was falling asleep. Like it wasn't the best game, to be fair. It's like quite scrappy. Like both teams are like losing the ball in the middle of the park. Like it weren't great, to be honest, especially the first half.
I feel
It came
like
too early.
I feel like you man kind of controlled the game for the most part. I think you just lost it at the end a bit.
Yeah, to be fair, it was ridiculous free kick. Like hats off to Szoboszlai, bro. Like, I was like 32. Like it has to be perfect from that distance, and it was. So
Why is Arteta playing 3 DMs?
yeah, I don't know. Gary Neville called this early in the week saying he would bring Marino in because Erdegaard wasn't fit, was he? Was injured, so I think he put him on the bench, and then obviously I think Eze's just signed, so he was on the bench. He didn't put. I don't think he wanted to put Wanyeri in. Obviously, he's a young kid, big game at Anfield, and then obviously had Darwin. So he had like 4 cams really on the bench, really. But I think he wanted to do it to make the game quite physical. Like I said, just control the middle of the park, make us like difficult to play against, I guess. And then I think he brought the creative players on at the end to try and win it. But obviously, he got hit with a free kick. But to be fair, it's a magic moment. If that free kick, like, you know, I don't think we played badly. I think some of the criticism was a bit harsh. Like,
Not hard, bro. I don't think Arsenal. I don't think you man go to Anfield wanting to win it. Like I think Arteta would.
But I think in a weird way though, like we had no Saka, no Ødegaard. Like I think he's just trying to play the percentages. At the end of the day, like Anfield.
Excuses, let's see, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. I know. I'm not trying to hear that, man.
What's Madueke for? Why'd you buy Madueke?
No, it's fair. Madueke is probably our best player, to be fair.
Yeah, Padoga's playing boy. He's bored out. To be fair.
Rich Kirk has a part, to be fair, at times, but like I feel like I don't know. I think it probably is a bit. I don't know. I think
I'm not trying to hear it, man. I'm not trying. Eze should have started.
No, but if
he's been brought out for Crystal Palace.
No, but I think if we took a point from the game, everyone would have said it was a good point. To be fair, we got hit by that free kick. It is what it is. It's like it's not like we've gone to Anfield and got battered, bro. To be fair, defensively, I've not seen a team go to Anfield and have not that much to do. To be honest, like Liverpool didn't do too much. To be fair,
my thing, my thing with that game, it's that you man. First of all, like everybody's used to it now, and so nobody really says anything. But you man, like regularly, I guess but Timber's more of a defensive like fullback. But when you have Ben White, for example, and obviously Calafiora, the 2 centre backs, those are 4 centre backs or 4 defensive players. Let's say when you put Timber in, that you always start off with.
Yeah.
So you almost going in there to like keep a clean sheet, keep solid. Actually, that's why you got one of the best defenses in the league. But in big games like this, like Anfield away, it's tough, bro. Probably not anybody's going to go there and win. Liverpool are just solid. But if you're gonna go for the title and try and win that title, you need to be controlling those games and taking those points off those like other title challengers. Like yeah, that are going to compete with you. That you need to go there and win, not go there look for a point. If you're serious about like winning the title, you need to go there, try and
I know,
assert.
like, I get what people are saying about searching midfield, but I don't think Arteta, like, I'm saying it, that's what I think, but like, I don't think Arteta goes into any game looking for a point.
I
Like,
think it does.
in all
I,
fairness, like Manny was saying, we controlled most of the game, but I think both teams kind of struggled to create anything. It wasn't just us. It wasn't like Arsenal wanting their defensive and Liverpool attacked us the whole game. That weren't the case. Like,
But
Liverpool didn't create
you know
anything.
Liverpool's though. You know Liverpool's defense is a bit shaky. You know from the
But like,
game.
to be fair to them, I'm not gonna lie, they defended really well. Like, people saying
Yeah,
they're
because you had no attackers, bro.
they were aggressive from set pieces as well. Like I think Liverpool did defend well. I think Szoboszlai got man of the match. He played really well at right back, but that's
Yes, yeah.
partly due to Martinelli though. I know Sam put in the chat, didn't he, that he's got to go in the summer, and I kind of got to agree now. I think we're kind of hoping that 22, 23 Martinelli comes back, and I just don't think that guy is there. I think he's kind of gone backwards, to be honest. He just like his head down, he runs with the ball. There's an opportunity where he could have played Gyökeres in because I think Gyökeres got the right side of Konate. Could have played him through for a one-on-one, doesn't get his head up, doesn't see the pass, and then he just comes
That
running.
was a hard pass, though. You know, even if we would have tried to get it
No, like,
through,
no, but like
you
at
think
least
you think
he didn't even have his head up to see the pass. That's my point. It's like we didn't
yeah,
have
facts. Yeah,
fair enough. Like if he played the pass and he got it wrong, fair enough. Like I think there's another one, Timber. Like at least Timber saw it. He saw the pass. He overhit it, but fair enough. Like he tried it, but like he's not even got his head up. And yeah, the end product's not there with him. I think I don't know. I think a lot of people talking about like Eze where they play him the 10 on the left. I think Eze's gonna have to play on the left because I don't think Martinelli's good enough. To be honest, I'm surprised like Trossard's not really been got much game time this season, to be fair. So I won't be surprised if Martinelli's behind him in the pecking order as well soon because I just think yesterday was a good opportunity for him. I know we had the Saka, it's a good opportunity for him to step up. And I think Madueke did, to be fair. He played quite well, but yeah, Martinelli was poor, to be honest.
what about Victor Gyökeres?
Bro, to be honest, bro, he didn't really have much to go off, to be honest. Like I said, both teams didn't create much, so I can't be too critical of him, to be fair. In all fairness to him, he's probably a bit frustrated because he did make a couple of good runs. If we just didn't find him, like I mentioned, that example of Martinelli, like he could have played him in, he just didn't see it. Like, so I just don't think he was getting the service, to be honest.
Like a goal.
Similar thing for like Ekatike as well. I don't think he got much service either. So there wasn't really
Yeah,
much.
it'll take time for Gyökeres, isn't it? Obviously, he's been in the Prem before, I think, the Coventry or is it Championship English football. But obviously, he's got it. He's not really suited to Arsenal style, I think. But obviously, he still get the odd goals. But in the big games, I can't see him.
Yeah, because I think against Leeds he did well, but like we kind of gave him those opportunities where we played him behind on the left and he just took the ball and ran at the defense and scored himself, got the penalty. So I think yeah, maybe we just have to just tailor our system slightly to be a bit more direct.
Well,
But
do you know what it is, yeah, about Gyökeres? I'm not, obviously, I hear what you man are saying about giving him time. I hear that. But I feel like the reason why you got that striker is because like Arsenal are always going to score goals. Like, I think when it like 2 seasons ago, you scored nearly 100 goals in a season. Like you're always going to score goals no matter what, whoever's playing in them front three positions. It's about you bought a player like that to win you them sort of games. Do you know what I mean? Because you're
yeah,
going to score goals against like a Fulham, a Brighton, like Burnley, Sunderland, but it's about them big games when like it's a tight game to make that
no,
difference.
I think to be fair though, I feel like Jamie Carragher was talking about it, and I kind of agree with him. I think we've got to be a bit more proactive with the border. Like I feel like sometimes we are too reliant on the defense and set pieces. Like I don't think we create enough chances because a lot of people saying, "Oh, we need a striker, we need a striker." But if you look at the games where there's times last season where I feel like we created enough chance to win the games, just didn't finish them. But like, there's a lot of times in games as well where we don't create enough chances. So like a striker can be only as good as the service he gets. Like if he ain't getting any chances created from making the score any goals, like
Arteta's fault, bro. Keeps
yeah, no,
playing.
I agree. I think he's got to switch it a little bit. I thought like with the signings we made, I kind of thought we would. Like I think the Zubimendi's a bit more progressive in midfield. Like he's brought in Eze now, so like there'll be a bit less like onus on Erdegaard for creativity, etc. So like I think he's got more attacking options this season, but I think sometimes Arteta's a bit too obsessed with controlling games. Like I think we need to introduce a bit more risk into our game. So we'll have to see, but I'll move on to like the last segment of the show today. I wanted you all to rate your transfer window out of 10. Now it's obviously closed today. So I'll start with you, Manny. What do you rate Chelsea's window?
I'll probably give it about 6. Brought in a couple of players, but we didn't address what we really needed and what I kept saying was a centre back and a goalkeeper. Now, obviously, we brought in Hattle, but Hattle's you see, he's young, innit? I know that's our like kind of transfer policy to bring in young players, but I feel like we just needed. I feel like if we brought in a world class centre back and a world class goalkeeper, people would really look at us like we're serious, like we can actually make a push. But
I agree with that.
we've still got
Mhm.
players, and having to play centre back partnerships of like Tosin Adarabioyo and like either Fofana or Colwell or it's just not serious, bro. Like we're always going to concede goals with these sort of players playing at the back. Like obviously, look at Arsenal and Liverpool. When strikers are coming up against a Virgil van Dijk or a Gabriel or a Saliba, like yeah, it's looking peak. But bro, I don't think anyone. Let me not talk too much. I don't think it's been great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think keeper wise, there's like I know like Donnarumma's probably gonna go City, isn't
Got
he?
Garnacho though.
That thingy, but still,
Oh,
he could have Martinez is available as well. He could have got Emi Martinez from Villa. I think he would have been a decent signing for you in goal. But
nah, I
I'll
don't
move
even.
on to United, Mike. What do you rate your window out of 10?
Out of 10. I'll probably give it, let me say 6.5. Let me give it. I feel like we made some good signs. I think Cunha and Bremo, they're prem proven. I think they'll do good. They can't really fail unless it be down to us really because we know they're good players. I think they've had decent starts as well. Bremo's scored a few goals. Cunha's been involved. Probably should have grabbed one or two as well. Sesko, it'll need a bit of time. New league, still young. Hopefully, you do well. Obviously, we've got a keeper in today. I'll be honest, I don't know much about this keeper, but apparently he's good in it. So, would I prefer Martinez? Maybe, but that's just due to the fact that he's got a World Cup. He's obviously, he's got that, reputation about him as well, and that cockiness to play for United. So, but I would have loved us to get a midfielder. I feel like that was crucial, and the fact that we did it, we're probably going to regret it. And obviously, yeah. So that's why if we got midfielder, would have been about a 9, maybe 10 out of 10, depending on the outgoings. But we've got rid of the bomb squad, as you call it. Anti's gone, Sancho's gone, Rashford's gone, Garnacho's gone.
Sancho's got.
Who else? Huh?
Sancho's
Yeah,
got.
he's gone Villa on loan.
Yeah, he's gone on loan. He doesn't want to leave permanently. He just wants to grab his. He just wants to grab his 350k a week.
Yeah,
Play his
you gotta look
PlayStation.
after his babes,
Stay,
innit?
stayed in. He's dating that. What's she called? Sweet American
It's a
rapper.
sweaty,
He's got.
sweetie.
Yeah, that's it. He's got to get his bag, bro. I don't blame him. But yeah, he's a bad signing. But yeah, so yeah, I'll probably give it probably 6.5. I would say.
And Nick, what did you give Spurs window out of 10?
I like our window low key. 8 out of 10. The only so even like Randall Colomwani today that we signed, obviously you can play up front, you can play left wing, right wing. Yeah, good solid, obviously versatile striker, French international. Yeah, can't complain. It's a good deadline day pickup. Travis Simmons though, he's one that I'm really happy about. In the grand scheme of things, I'm actually happy that we got him over Eze. A lot of it, obviously, probably right now speaking, Eze probably is the better player. Well, he just is the better player, especially for the Prem. But Travis Simmons comes with like a lot of pedigree in it, being at Barca, being at PSG, playing for the Netherlands, and what is only 22, So this is a player that's gonna get even better than what he is right now. So that's a good marquee signing. You've got obviously Paulinho who's come in as well. That's another pretty solid signing. And then we've done a lot of little things in the periphery as well. So yeah, 8 out of 10. I mean, for me, if we'd have got somebody like Savinho who fits within that, like similar to Travis Simmons, who's like what 21, 22, but he's already quality right now and also playing in the Prem, that would have took it to like a 9. So, but yeah, 8 out of 10. I can't complain. I feel like this summer, even though that we finished where we finished last year, we shopped in a bit of a different market. You know what I mean? We actually were competing with the elite teams in the Prem for players. So, and I feel like that's a step forward, a step in the right direction. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see Travis Simmons, bro, like, out on the pitch and like playing football and that. And then obviously, like we've got Kulusevski and that coming back, so we've still got some top quality players to come back and fit into this team that Thomas Frank wants to do. So yeah, 8 out of 10 is a good summer window. I can't really complain too much.
Yeah, I think Arsenal had a bit of a unprecedented window. I think we made 8 signings. Obviously spent quite a bit of money, close to 300 million. I think Berta cooked. But I think this was a summer where we kind of needed to bridge the gap to Liverpool. And I think with the business Liverpool done, I think that gap's probably widened again. I think they made some obviously like quality signings and broke the British transfer record twice this summer. I think Liverpool probably had the best window in like Prem history, to be fair. I don't think there's been a window that's come close to it. I think all the players they brought in are kind of been marquee signings, probably bar that Leone guy who's obviously one for the future, but yeah, they made some top signings, but I can't complain. I think I'll probably give our window a 9 out of 10. The only reason I say that is because I think there's quite a few players like Zinchenko. I think he was meant to go to Marseille today, but that broke down. Um, we've got rid of like Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira. I think Sambi Lokonga went on a permanent deal, but Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson were loans again. I think it's about time we just got like permanent fees. I think both of them have got options to buy. Hopefully the clubs decide to trigger that. But I think just with the sales, we probably could have done a bit better. Even Kivior going and Nkapie coming in. I think Kivior only got like 24 million for him. I think he was solid last season when he came in like the Champions League at the back end. I think we should have got at least 30, 35. But other than that, I think, yeah, I'll give it a solid window. I'll say 9 out of 10. I think Berta did very well. And on that, I'll end this week's show. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you again next week.